Right, okay, so Jing class. So Nego, Darish yoga-ish, or Darish yoga, sort of. Okay, right, so I didn't get a chance to watch Ding Yin and Yin form. I will go through each individual bit. I know it. I'm just wary that I'm possibly adding things that he hasn't got on there. So I'd rather you learn fully his, and then you learn mine, because mine is sort of Jing level. So what we'll do, but I want to do each hand shoulder first, and I want to do embrace the one and Holden golden plates. But before that, I want to do just so on the Jing level. Remember, so when we only do wild horse, you can just go into sorry, whenever you do willow to qigong, go into wild horse. That instantly turns it into more Jing. You know, if you want to just make it easier and obvious that you're stretching the body more. And with the Bardwan Jin, remember that you've got two levels now. You've got the Jam Zhong version, so Wu Qi, and then you've got the Wild Horse version. The Jam Zhong version, to make it more Jing, just bend the knees. Sinking the knees down will make it, you're stretching the body more. So if you wanted to do the Wu Qi version, just bend those knees more, and then it's obvious you're actually stretching the body, that you're moving more. But if you want to make it really obvious and also a little bit easier, technically, just do, Wild Horse High is a little bit of Jing, a little bit of Jing. Wild Horse Low, it's a lot of Jing, or a lot more maybe. I can hear a voice. Yep. No? Okay. Right. The other thing I wanted to say was, so for you ladies especially, when you do the circling of hands, obviously pulling in, but especially when we get to the end one. So obviously on the first one, you could just do it. You could actually use the whole body. Okay. So you can use the whole body and bending the knees, but once you lower, so sorry, slightly disturbed there. So yes, so you can bend the knees and the hips from the hands and the fingers, but especially when you get to the last bit, so breathing in, coming up here, as you come down, I want you to bend the knees and pull in the bum as you come up. So pull in the bum as you come up, bend the knees as you go down. So sinking. So when you do your circling the hands, and of course, when you do the other way, so it's coming up, and as you go down, bending down so you can, in Wu Qi position, squat down. Going up, pulling the bum, open up the hips, breathe out, squatting down, coming up. Okay, so start to use that, especially on the whole of the body one. Use the hips, use the hips, use the knees to actually extend it into the whole body. So technically, it becomes Tai Chi. Use the whole body, the whole body. So it's a whole body movement now. Circle feet for you girls especially. Once you get about, my balance perfect anyway. But try to point the toe down as you go back. Pull the heel, pull the toe back as you go forwards. So toe back or down, toe up, then you go forwards. So your goal is that you're actually pivoting and circling on the ankle. So you're actually working the ankle. So it's almost like you're doing that. Okay. Was there any others that I wanted to extend on the warm-ups? When you're doing the head, well, actually, you could, if you wanted to, it's a little bit of rubbing the belly, patting the belly and rubbing the head, but you could actually circle the head and circle the shoulders at the same time. Takes a little bit of practice. You can do, you know, and then flip it around the other way, obviously. So when you go the other way, you go the other way. So you can do that. You know, that's another way of working, making it more tai chi. Or when you're doing the shoulders, do the hips. So when you're coming up, pull the hips in. When you go down, push the hips down and back. So up, pull in. If I exaggerate it, in, back. Okay. So they're sort of like now you're new to the checklist. When you're doing even the warm-ups, you're now trying to use more joints. You're trying to extend it through the body. Does that make sense? Awesome. Right. Okay. So, right. Okay. So, let's do Jiangzhong. So, from the beginning to Wuchi, Jiangzhong, pulling in the bum, open up the hips, core. So, hold into Wuchi position for 3. 2. 1. Then breathe in, draw the hands in to hold the belly. Breathe out. Hold that for 11. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Breathe in and breathe out, raising the hands up, holding the tree. Hold that for 11. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. In. Breathe out, drawing the hands up. Elbows pointing outwards. For 11. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Breathe in. Breathe out, push down to the sides. Hands either side of the river. For 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Then back to Wu Chi. Breathe out Wu Chi. 10. 11. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 1. And then a change. Slow change, so hold your belly. Slowly hug the tree. Even if it takes a couple of breaths. Look at the moon. Going down. Hands either side of the river. Back to Wu Chi. Breathe in. And breathe out. And one more slow change. So breathe in, hold belly. Hug the tree. Hands up side the mirror. Pushing down to the sides. Back to Wuchi. Okay, so from Wuchi position, I want you to do breathe in to the right or left. I need to go step with the left leg. Breathe out back into wild horse stance. 3 breaths in wild horse stance. Wuchi. 3. 2. 1. So bring the hands together, palms upwards. So this is Buddha prayer. Wild horse stance, hands, Buddha prayer. I think we've done this before. So Buddha prayer, let's hold this for 11. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. And breathe in. So feet are in wild horse stance. So breathe out. Bring the hands out to eye level or eyebrow level. 45 degrees outwards, same as the hands, fingers pointing outwards. But unfortunately, it's very hard to get it into camera view. So hold that for 8. 7. Drop the elbows if you need to relax the shoulders. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Then if you can, just turn the palms upwards and pull them back a little bit. So holding a plate, holding golden plates. So you go from embrace the one into holding golden plates, but still in the same position. You do that for another 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. And breathe in, draw the hands back into Buddha prayer. Palms together, Buddha prayer. And hold for 11. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. Breathe out. Put the hands down to Wu Qi. Hold it for 3 breaths. 3. Out 3. 2. 1. Then lean the weight into one leg. I'm going for the left. Throw up the foot. 3 breaths in Qi. 3. 2. Pull downs, turn the palms outwards. Breathe in. Drop the palms, breathe out. Go to Qi. 3. 2. 1. And shake the arms, the legs, shake the ears. Okay, are we still alive? Cool. And I'm out. Okay. Right. And Jane is clearing her. All good. No, it's all good. It's all good. It's quite funny to in hearing that hear you clearing away and char. Lots of char. So, like I said, I haven't. I've got my version in my head of Yin and Yein. Oh, let's add Jane to the conversation. I'm sorry, not Jane. Let's add Kat to the conversation because last week Jane said that you two wanted to go through Yin and Yein. So yeah, so we'll do the best we can because, like I said, I just need. Actually, there is a way. I'm not sure if I can do it because I'm recording, but there is a way to actually watch the video on here. But I think because I'm recording, I don't think it will allow me to do it. I just wanted to.
Can I do? Baz did send me his video. I asked for it, so I do have that, so I can go back and look at it too.
Yeah,
I haven't for a while. I need to brush up on it. I'll tell you the truth. Yeah.
So we'll do my version for today. I'll brush up on it. And Sunday, if you're about, we'll do it on. If there's no, we've got 1 or 2 new ones, but if they tell, we'll worry about that one. But we might do it on Sunday. We might do it on Sunday. Okay, so from my memory, because I must admit I have done it for about a couple of months myself. So from Ruchi position. Okay, so from Ruchi position, the first thing we do is we step back with, well, it's basically golden snake or gold ball. It's golden snake fly through heaven or half a swimming dragon. So from that is it, or was there? I can't remember if there's another. Oh, blimey, Kat's already. She's off with the fairies already. She's already gone. Blimey, go catch her up now. Anyway, so from the beginning. So I think I'm trying to remember if there was a cooldown in it. Is there a cooldown in the beginning bit? Do you remember? Anybody? No, don't remember. Do we do that first?
I think there was on yours, but not on Baz's.
Say that again.
I think there was on yours, but not on Baz's. What do you think? What do you think, Kat?
Yeah, I don't think on his there was.
No.
It's been a while since I don't remember that it was, but
Well, if I've done one, that was because he freaking anyway.
Yeah.
and I don't know for sure, so I don't want to say for sure, but I don't remember it that way.
All right. So he steps. Right. Okay. All right. We do that. We do that. So remember, you're stepping to ish 10 o'clock. 2 o'clock, because it's the right hand side. So 12, 3, 9, 10, 2, 10. So, okay. So drawing in the hand in, I think you draw in, step back, around, and draw the bow. Flick, drop down, so 1.5 circles, so 1. And then draw in to Kuan Yin holds the pole, I think, yes? I think so. Right, so from here, I can't remember. From here,
we did do it slightly differently to that because we did 2, what are these called? Arm swings.
Circling the big Tai Chi circle,
Yeah.
or circle.
We did that in one direction twice, and then we pulled back and did it in the other direction twice, and then oh geez, I can't remember. But we did do that, what you did with the pearl, but I can't remember how we arrived at it. You do it, and I'll follow you. You're my Sifu.
It's not to ring a bell. It's not so. So 1. Are you sure it's 2 or it's 1.5? Because 2 would be from here. 1.
Yes, 1.5.
Yeah. And then 2 the other way. 1, 2. And then it will be, so yes, you'll be on that foot for golden pearl. Then we're striking the tiger. So as you step, so you would step out, hands would go across and then swap over. Remember, there's a striking the tiger. Then you have to take a little step back, and then you're doing circling the dantian. So you would go step 1, 2, and you step out to separate hands. Then I forget. Without seeing the video, that's why I need to see the video, because I know if I don't see the video, I know the moves. Oh, Kat, good girl. See, she knows something the Sifu can't remember. That's bloody. She can far Jing me. So okay, right, right. Kat, you do that again. I'm going to
go into it on the other side after that. Then you just bring the other hand down and then just go into it on the other side.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yes, right. So, right. How, no, what? Oh, so 7 hands. Yeah, but how do I get to it? No, it's that way, isn't it? It's not to the left, it's to the right. So the separate hands is to the left. So it's to the left, and then from here, yeah. Now, okay. Out there. 1, 2. Cool. 1, 2. Pull in. Kuan Yin holds pearl. Step through. for strike the tiger. Then, what's that? Are we stepping up or are we stepping back? It looks like you're stepping back.
Back.
Yeah, stepping back.
Stepping back. So the Tai Chi circle. First in the Tai Chi. 2. Step again. Separate hands. Separate hands. Separate to the right now. Then to lean back into squat. So 1, 2, 2. Kuan Yin holds pearl. Mind doing. Then step out. So there's 2 ways to hold Kuan Yin holds pearl. Okay. So then stepping out to strike the tiger. Back. 2. Separate hands. We to draw that back in.
Stop.
Draw the bow. Drawing the circle twice and a half.
1.5 days, right? It's 1.5.
1, 2. Pull in, Kuan Yin. Or is he doing the other way around? Which, when you're going 2 ways to do Kuan Yin, which way are you doing Kuan Yin? So you're on the left hand side. Is your right hand up? That's your right hand. So your right hand is up. Because that's how it feels like it should be. I was just making sure. Oh, actually, it should be that one. Because you're going to. So the right. The step into that shouldn't be. Well, I have to check that because normally you're going to go from this into the tiger. You would actually cross the hands, so the opposite hands. So I'll come in. So the down hand then goes up. I think it looks down. But if it hasn't done it the other way around, I can't remember. We're going to do it that way. So, or did he do it that way? Can anybody remember?
Yeah, but I'm on the second side, and we're doing, holding the pearl or whatever it is, and then we go forward, and my right hand is up, my left hand is down, and then
right hand is there, higher. This is strike the tiger. So the hand should be up there, and palm outwards. And it is strike the tiger. I know what the move is, but I don't know. So you're saying the left hand is up, the right hand is down.
No, I'm saying the right hand is up.
The right hand is up, left hand is down.
That's what I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, if you're in what's this position called? Is it called hold the pearl or?
So you're holding the pearl. So the first thing in holding the pearl, the bottom hand is upwards. Okay.
And the bottom hand is the bottom hand the right hand? I think the bottom hand is the right hand.
The issue is you can do it both sides.
Oh, okay.
So this is what I'm asking because it's actually because the next move is strike the tiger. So you should be on right toe. If you're going to step to the right, you should be on right toe to step forwards into strike the tiger. Strike the tiger doesn't matter how you do it. Strike the tiger. If you're going to the right, strike the tiger. the left hand protects the loin, up the right hand is up, protecting the head in triangle. If it's going to the left, then the left hand is protecting the head, right hand is protecting the loin. That never changes.
Okay,
the what I need is what it is, which...
You definitely taught us what you just said. That is definitely how you taught us. I don't know if that's what Baz did. You definitely, you did this and you did that and on that second side, whatever you just said.
Because it makes sense to, in the move, it would make sense as you step forward for the hand that's going to be up, for the hand to be down for before. It goes down and it comes up. Because the principles of Tai Chi, if you're going to step forwards, that hand will then go up and the up hand will go down.
Yeah, like that. And then 1, 2.
Well, I should have kept it first. Continue time. Okay. But then, when we do the, and again, so the Tai Chi circle, if we step to the left, what has to happen is that right hand has to be on top, because when you step back, the right hand goes up. The right hand goes forward and left. So this hand has to be on top if you're going that way. So when you step round, however, it's only free, you move it free, but this hand has to be on top for you, because when you're separating hands, the hand that's on top is going out in front, the hand is underneath that's going behind. So if you round, the left hand has to be on top and the right hand has to be underneath, because it's the same principle. The move doesn't change, it's just the adding of the positions. So I know the moves. It was just that it's hit out because the footwork should be. It's just certain things on the footwork. So if you're in this position, so I'm stepping back. So I'd step back with the hand, the right hand on top. So it's 1. So it's 1, 2, 3. The hands on top to step out and separate hands to the left. So because there's always 3 moves, so the first one you come back would be the right hand would be on top to end on top. So 1, 2, step back, 3. Then obviously you're coming in 50-50, wait 50-50 to then do half a snake creep down or golden serpent. That draws round. As that draws round, because the next move is draw the bow. You have to draw the hands in. He does the shell in. You draw the hands in. You flick out. James saying there's 2. I thought there's 1.5, but there's 2.5. So 1.
I thought it was 1.5 too, but I thought it was 1.5 too. But I'll double check. I'll go.
I agree. I agree 1.5. It's just that I know we it is 1.5.
And English is really complicated when we say 1.5, 2. Yes. What?
1.5.
Were you a ballerina, Jane? I think you just like this. Were you a ballerina?
I love it. I absolutely love it. I can do it half a day. And sometimes I do.
Technically, ladies, when you do that one, it looks very pretty going from that, but you're not going. This version should actually be more horse dance, so it will be. You're just doing that, so you're not actually going to the left and to the right. You know, that looks very pretty, but that's almost drunken style, and we're not doing that. Because don't change this any more than what I've already have, because we'll get you even in more trouble. But now he's added that. Oh, drunken soul. Oh yeah, that's so cool. So but no, Jane, no, bad Jane, no. So wait 50-50. So that's 1. So it's 1.5. 2.
Hey.
Then so this is the move that's because because to do Kuan Yin, so the next, because you're on this side, you're going to step over there. So it should be this foot is on toe, then, oh, actually, that's it. So this foot should be on toe, right hand, left hand should be up, right hand should be down, because you're going to step with the heel, draw into the center, then flip the hands over, well, flip this hand over. That hand pushes down into the loins, that hand pushes up. Because strike the tiger, it's a straight line from head down the heel. This hand is up at that head height. This one is therefore protecting the loin, but you're doing a straight line. You're leaning slightly into it and doing a straight line. So it's all, so whether you're that side or that side, it's always that. And then, so I take it with stepping back. So then I would say, because the weight is all on the front foot, we should technically be stepping back into the right, sorry, into the left foot, because we're now going to go that way. So actually, so yes, so it'd be that hand on top, I think. One, no, yeah, here's that hand. So this hand on top, so one, circle round, two, as we come to here, step back, three, step out, right hands to the right, draw in. Well, I can't remember, is how you finish it. Well, I know how I finish it, but I can't remember is that how he finished it. So because I would then step forwards and cool down if he was doing it from the end. That was really messy and really chaotic. Really fun, but really messy and really chaotic. Okay, but let's sort of try to do it one more time, okay, from the beginning. I'm sure, maybe like you say, maybe I added a cool down at the beginning, but I know there's a cool down at the end, and I thought there was a cool down at the beginning. It would make sense to get the hands to here. But, so draw the hands in, step back, single hand, swimming dragon, draw the bow, and flick, drop the hands down, 1.5, down, 1.5, draw the hands in, the weight's got to be on that back foot, so draw the hand in, Kuan Yin protects the pearl, to the left, pretty sure it has to be this way, or I would, anyway. So from here, step out, so you go into 10, pushing out, so it's strike the tiger, to the left, then step back, right hand has to be on top to do the next move, so 2, 3, step back, separate hands to the left, draw in to do golden serpent, or one hand, I think down, swimming dragon, both hands to draw the bow, flick, down, 1.5 circles, so down, coming up, go down, come up, drawing the hands, wrong way, Kuan Yin protects pearl, so I think it has to be this left hand, you can do it both ways, that's what confuses it, left hand, but then to step, draws in, and pushes through for strike the tiger, and you're leaning slightly forwards, then we're stepping back, it has to be the left hand on top, because to do separate hands, 1, 2, and as you get to the 3, step back, separate hands to the right, draw in. Let's do it one more time, both sides. So out, so half a swimming dragon, just draw the bow, down, 1.5, come up, go down, not left and right, just come up and down, up, there, draw in, Kuan Yin holds the pearl, technically to the right, step forward, embrace, actually wrong hand, sorry. So from here, embrace the tiger to the left, step back to circle the Dantians, right hand has to be on top, 2, 3, step back, separate hands to the left, draw into 50-50, left hand, double hand, left hand, single swimming dragon, draw in, draw the bow, flick, 1.5 circles, circling with the chi, the big circle with chi, 1, 2, pull in, Kuan Yin protects the pearl, to the left, technically, step forwards, draw in, embrace the tiger, step back, left hand has to be on top, circling the chi, or circling the dantians. Third one, step back, separate hands, and I would just pull back into Ruchi position and cool down for now until I check the video. Okay, we've roughly got it. I just know that there was things that were making sense that I know he did in a very basic way, and I've already jumped a little bit, which was bad body. So I need to check his version.
When I was in Bracknell and the class did it, the thing I found the most difficult was they seemed to be moving in all sorts of funny directions at all sorts of funny times. Now, I only found it funny because it was different to the way we'd done it, and I loved what we did. and I said, oh dear. And he said, yeah, I think he's taught you. Everybody's saying it's not quite the same as I'm doing. And I think he should just be happy with, this is Dan Nin Nan Yen Boogie. Din Nin Nan Yen Boogie. No.
We'll work it out. But to me, to do the moves that we're doing, it would have to be, if 12 o'clock, you'd have to be 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock. So 2, and you do all the route there 2, then you come up to 12, then you go into 10, boom, there. Then when you step back, then you go to either 9 o'clock or even 8, a little bit to there, but you come back to here, and then this is all facing, in essence, facing 10 o'clock. Here, you pull up to 12, then you step out to 1 or 2, probably a bit more near 2, to here, you step back to here, and then you would definitely be 2 for here. So it should be 12, 2, 12, to 12, 10, maybe 11. Then you go to 9 to there, then back to 1 or 2. Then you're going back over there to definitely 2 over there. So it should be here a little bit, or there, straight, there. So it should be sort of focusing that you're in the 2 o'clock here on one side, go to 12. When you strike the tiger, you're in 10, 11 to 10. and then you step to more 9, or what first is 7. But you're stepping to face 9, so you're sort of you're 9 to 10 to here, and you're 3 to 2 here. That's how my logic says, because the moves, they need those degrees. So, but I need to check Baz's again, because it sounds like you're saying they're doing extra steps.
Well, in a way, you just explained some extra steps when you were talking, because although, yeah, I mean, you sort of said 7 o'clock and things like that, which is maybe what I'm thinking about. I do remember that
you're in wild horse stance. So when you're in wild horse stance, 1 foot is at one number, 1 foot is another number, and you're facing another number. So technically, when I'm facing 2, this one is at 3.
5.
No. It's the right. Think of the right. So
Yeah.
right. So if I'm at 2, then my right foot is at probably 4, or maybe a little bit into 5, and my left foot is from 12 into 1. So I'm facing 2, and I'm that position, and everything is done here until we get to. You've got to face 12 to then step, and then you're more 10 than 11. Then we step back, and then now we're going to do the opposite. So now instead of facing 2, so you'll be facing 2, 3. You'll be facing 8. You'll be facing more 8 with the feet. This one is probably 10 to 11. This one is 6 to 7. And so the angles, because the angles, you'd have to be in those degrees. So it's about stepping there to there, which probably sounds really complicated, but once you get the clock, it makes it easier.
I wonder if, Kath, if you know where your Baz video or whatever it is, could you post it on Dragon Dog?
No, I'll send it to you. Because Baz is also on Dragon Dog.
Oh, right.
I don't want him mad at me. He's big, and he scares me a little.
Well, it doesn't scare me, but I don't want to get into. Why don't you know it? Because I've got 500 things on my mind, and I've got the rough idea of the moves, but you've got your version, and now James created Drunken Style as well. So it's I know I'm chaotic teacher, but you don't have to follow me, guys. You don't have to be as crazy as me. You come up with your own freaking version, for goodness sake. Or let's do it in private. Let's do it secret, so we don't know. So it doesn't end up getting recorded. Okay, right. So yeah, so that's it for now. Pending who turns up on Sunday, I will look. Well, I'm going to look in a minute. I'll look and reevaluate and try to go exactly by his, and we'll do, and it'll be like Zhanzhong Baduanjin and Shaolin Baduanjin. We'll learn his, and you'll learn mine, because mine will be the Jing version. Once I've had a long discussion or argument, I'm in discussion with Sifu Baz, because once I have to put the logic in, because Baz has got this brilliant thing. I tell him something, then he says I told him totally the opposite, because we've had this before about certain Qigong. You taught it this way. No, I didn't.
I've got 3 children like that and 2 grandchildren who do exactly the same thing.
Well, he is my son, isn't he? Marshally. He is my son, yes, it is fun. It says on this bit of paper. Anyway, I've got a show to do, and now I've just found out that one of the people, one of the fellow people in the house, he's on night shift. I'm going to have to go out and do the show outside because I just got told off speaking too loudly. So, okay, so love, Chi and Shen, good night all, and see you on
really
Monday.
good, really
Sunday.
good, really good interview on Simon. Fabulous, fabulous interview with Simon.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, Simon is Simon technically is one of my top, like one of the, you know, famous, more sort of famous-ish people. I liked it. I like Simon. I think he's really funny, and he's Canadian. And anybody, you know, no offense to lovely Americans, but I love ice skating, and ice skating's technically home is Canada. So I do slide. You can fire-shing me later, but I do slide towards the Canadians just for a little bit, just because they sort of, you know, well, hockey is sort of their thing. But anyway, because I used to love watching Canadian and American hockey. You just come to England, just come to a place called Wembley. Jane must know Wembley, and they used to do the older Wembley Arena had an ice rink in it, and once a year you had an American team and you had a Canadian team would play hockey, and I'd always get frustrated because I'd want to be on the freaking ice. I want to be playing too. It's not fair. Why do I have to sit here? Basically because they wiped the floor with me because I wasn't as good as them. But anyway, so all right. Anyway, thank you for that. It was a really good show. I really enjoyed that one. So okay, and love. And shit. No, all. Take care. Bye for now.